Guys, let's talk about how to stop rushing the downswing. Now, golfers who rush the downswing always have one thing in common, and what they are trying to do is they're really trying to hit at the golf ball. Now, golfers, professionals, good ball strikers, people hit the ball a good distance, they've learned to swing through the ball. And there are two big differences, because if you start the downswing where you're hitting at the ball like this is why everything will seem like a massive rush. If you can learn to swing through the ball and allow the strike and the contact with the ball to happen in between your backswing and your through swing, then this is going to lend itself to that smooth, effortless downswing position, which is what we want. So let's talk about a couple of things first and foremost. One of my sort of favorite exercises for a lot of students is to get them to do some swings lead hand only. And what you're trying to do when you do some swings lead hand only is you're trying to keep your head still and you're trying to get your hand up behind your head. Okay, like so. So this is step number one. If I just get my hand up behind my head like so. Now, there's a little bit of interpretation because sometimes people could do it like this, okay, and that's not going to work. And I'll tell you why, because step number two is when you get your hand up above your head, make sure you feel like you're more tilted, so your right shoulder is coming down. See, my right shoulder comes down. And doing this type of motion here, where I let my hand go up above my head as my right shoulder drops down, this makes me, or gives me this ability to swing through the ball, but still get the club to strike the ground. And this is why tilting is so important. And you're going to get those tilts by doing some lead hand only swings, like so. Get those hands high above your head, okay, allow that club to strike the ground and get that right shoulder down. And if you can start to do that movement, then you're going to find it much, much easier. Coming to hitting some shots, this is what you need to do in the third step. So we know we've got this feeling now of left hand high, we've got this feeling of right shoulder down, right, like so. So what we now want to make sure doesn't happen is we want to make sure this trail hand doesn't interfere too much with that type of motion, okay? So you want to make sure that grip, when you start making some swings, feels quite relaxed, okay? You don't want to feel like you're kind of choking the club too much. You don't want to feel like you're trying to do too much with the right hand in the downswing position. What we want to do is be much more aware of a nice relaxed grip pressure, particularly on that right hand, as we allow this left hand to swing through. And when we look at some of the greatest golfers, let's go back in time, Vijay Singh, Dustin Johnson, there'll be many examples of golfers that at the point of impact, their hands are not in connection. Okay, so people like Vijay, very pronounced where his right hand would come off the club. And the reason for this is because he's not trying to hit it necessarily with his right hand. What he's trying to do is get this left arm moving back and behind him. And because he does that so athletically and so well, the right hand can't keep up. And that's what you're looking for. So those are my sort of 3 points. Get the left hand nice and high behind your head, right shoulder down, right hand nice and relaxed with that grip pressure. I'll see you soon.